Hello there, my name is Taylor. We've got Kayla with us today. We're from the Duke Center for Living. We are going to do a loop band workout. So loop band, it's a circle, so circle band, loop band, whatever you'd like to call it. This is all you will need along with a space on the floor to lie down, so you might need a mat, towel, something like that. One thing before you get started, if you are not warmed up, I want you to hit pause and get warmed up. So that might involve a couple squats, a couple arm swings, just to get the blood flowing. We're going to get right into it. All right. Each exercise is going to be for 30 seconds each. Some of them we'll have to go back through to do the other side, but other than that, we're going right down the list. So take that band into your left hand, and I want you to bring your left foot forward. Take your right hand on that other part of the band. That left hand's got a good anchor on it. You're going to pull back with the right arm and then forward like a bow and arrow. You've got 3, 2, 1. Begin. So pull that hand back. You've got your knuckles forward. Don't let the wrist pull back on that left hand. Here I've got that elbow back. It's still keeping about shoulder height, no higher. Working through the back here. Big pulls. 10 seconds. Breathing out as you pull. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right. Go ahead and take both hands into that band, and you're going to grip onto it. Reach that band overhead. Feet are about hip width apart, just a little bend in the knees. Take that same right arm, pull down and up. Stay on that right arm. 30 seconds. Joining me here. Now watch your shoulders. So these should not be shrugging all the way up. You see Kayla's keeping nice, good control here. She's not letting that other arm fall down. Think about pulling your shoulder blades, the very bottom of them, down into your back pocket. Unless you're like me, I don't have back pockets in these pants, but that's okay. We'll imagine. Elbow comes to the rib cage. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Ooh. Okay. Take that band underneath your right foot. Underneath your right foot. And then you're going to get a grip onto it underhand with that right arm. Now, I'm going to step back into a kneeling position. Kayla's going to be in a low lunge. We've got bicep curls. Curl that band up and down. Join me here. Now, you might not get a full range of motion. That's okay. Just don't let that band pop you back down to the ground. Elbow stays in close to the side. You can even just lightly tap that elbow onto your leg to keep a little control. Keep the wrist nice and neutral as well, so that wrist isn't turning down or up as you pull up. I think Kayla might have a little bit stronger biceps than me. She's really getting some good range of motion there. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, give a little roll to that right wrist. You can get the left one too. Same thing, other arm. So getting that left arm ready to roll. Go ahead and take that right hand onto your band, that right foot forward. You're going to bow and arrow. That left arm comes back and forward. Join me here. Now you're staying strong through the core, so you're not twisting back each time. Really want you to work on that upper body. Breathe out. Halfway there. Also, we talked about that kind of snapping back with the band. Don't let that happen here either. Nice and controlled. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, we know what's coming. Take that band around your hands, reach it up overhead, feet hip width apart. Get that light bend in the knees, just that left arm pulling down and up. Join me. I want you to think about squeezing that elbow down in towards your rib cage. Think about trying to squeeze an orange right there. Let's make some orange juice. Squeeze down. Keep that other arm nice and strong. Don't let that wrist turn out. Breathing out, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax. Ooh, I'm feeling this. Bicep curls on that left side. So take that band underneath your left foot. Again, I'm going to be in that kneeling position, so I've got my knee down. You could always do this in a chair if you needed to. Kayla's in her high or her low lunge. Let's curl and relax. Join me here. Again, that elbow stays tucked in so you're not turning out to the side here. I am close to you. Again, watching that band on the way down. Make sure you don't just plop down. Ooh, let's keep here for 3, 2, and 1. All right. Stand it up. Give that left wrist a little shake, maybe both wrists. Moving to our lower body next. So we just got our upper body. We're going to give it a break. Take your band, and you're going to take it around both feet. And then slide it up above your knees. So it's on your quads, right on the top there. Starting with squats. So feet are going to be just a little wider than hip width, maybe right around shoulder width apart. Keeping the chest lifted, you'll squat down, put the butt down and back, and stand. 30 seconds. Now, the band, focus on pushing it out. So not so much that your knees point out to the sides. You want them to stay nice and in line with your ankles and toes. Really good for those outer glutes, keeping them nice and engaged. Chest is lifted. Weighting those heels in midfoot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right. Keep those feet about where they're at, maybe just a little more narrow, and get a little bend in the knees. Let's go for about a quarter squat. You're going to do side steps, so you'll step right, and then you'll step left. Join me here, 30 seconds. Now you can make this quicker, or you can slow it down. The lower you get, the more work you get. Make sure when you're stepping in that those feet aren't coming all the way back together. You can see Kayla, she's got a little bit of space between her feet. We are almost there. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, you should feel those outside of the hips. I know I feel mine. Keep that band where it's at. So if it's slid anywhere, go ahead and readjust it to on top of those quads above the knees. Get back into that hip distance of the feet and your quarter squat. Monster walks are next. So you walk forward and then you'll walk backwards. So use the space you have, maybe 1 to 2 steps. 3, 2, 1. Begin. 30 seconds. Now you stay low. Think about creeping around as a monster. That's where it got its name. As you're stepping back, you should feel your butt. Make sure you aren't hinged too far forward at the hip, but you do have a little bit of lean there. Nice and controlled. Again, those feet never come back together. Okay, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, relax. Take your band and slide it down to about your mid-calf area. So it'll be down below those knees, about mid-length on that leg. Now, if you need a chair, countertop, anything for balance, go ahead and find that for yourself. You're going to take your left foot, plant it on the ground, get a nice little bend in the knee, and then take your right foot out, toes up. Now, I want you to turn those toes out to the side, and then you're going to lift that leg up in front and down. Join me here. Just a light bend in the knee. You're going to work through your inner thighs here. Now, a lot of work through that other leg, that left leg stabilizing. Nice, keeping the core engaged here. That'll help keep good posture. Make sure those toes don't turn back in. Ooh, 3, 2, 1, and relax. You know the drill. We gotta do the other side. It can't be lopsided. So go ahead and take that right foot, plant it down. You got your weight, heel and midfoot. Adjust your band if you need. Take that left foot out, turn the toes out. Let's lift up and down. Join me, 30 seconds. Nice and controlled. And making sure that you're not bringing those feet in or turning the knees in. We've got that rotation at the hip, where we work those inner thighs. That's where everyone wants to work, right? Nice and controlled, feeling that resistance on the band as you push out. 2, 1, and relax. Whew. All right, feeling those legs. We're moving on to our next set of exercises. Go ahead and take that band, roll it on down. And you'll take it off. Give yourself a little shake of the legs. You deserve it. A little bit more legs before we get to our shoulders. So I want you to take that band in your, place it underneath your right foot. Underneath that right foot, and it's going to be in your left hand. So then you're going to stand up nice and tall. Give a little stretch to that band. You've got a hip hinge on one leg, so you'll hinge forward, tap that foot back, stand it up. Join me here. I'll show you here to the side in just a second. Now you can also just lift the leg and not touch it down to give yourself a little bit more balance work. So Kayla got that leg lifting all the way up. Nice flat back. Chest is leading forward. Pushing through that heel. Not letting that band pull you down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, you should feel that on that outside, or on that back of that right leg. Same thing, other side. Take that band underneath your left foot. If you have a band that's tubed, just make sure you've really got your foot planted there. I don't want it to roll out and snap off anywhere. I'm talking from experience. I've done it myself. So you've got that band in your right hand. We've got that hinge in 3, 2, 1, go. So again, you can take that leg all the way up just as Kayla is, or you can tap back like I am. Nice flat back. And stand. Try to keep your hips and shoulders nice and square. We're almost there. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Well, I promised you shoulders, and I always make good on my promises. Coming up here. So go ahead and take that band, and you're going to place your hands on the inside of it. So that band is right on the outside of the hand there. This is called an alligator pull. One hand goes on top, one hand on bottom. Pull that band apart, bring it back in, and switch. Join me, 30 seconds. Let's see how big you can get that gator mouth. As far as your other posture positions, you got those feet about hip width apart, nice bend in the knees. And you guessed it, your core is engaged. Ooh, really working through those delts here, those shoulders. Ooh, breathe in, out as you pull, in as you relax. 3, 2, and 1. Whew, I think Kayla and I are feeling that one. Okay, keep that band where it's at, right on the outside of the hands. Feet are going to be about hip width apart, that same position, but elbows tuck into your side. We've got an external rotation. Hands will pull apart and back in. Join me here, 30 seconds. Now, not a very big movement. Not a big movement. Me and Kayla, if we had lasers on our hands, you could really see where we're pointing. Not that far. Elbows stay tucked in, shoulders relaxed. Working those rotator cuff muscles. We all hear about those all the time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Ooh. All right, take that band out for a second. Give yourself a little roll to the wrist, shake it out. Triceps, back of the arm coming next. Take that band into your left hand, and then you're gonna cross it over your right shoulder. Slip that right hand in. Elbow stays tucked in close. You're going to pull that band down straight and come back in. Join me here. Now making sure you keep the wrist nice and neutral. Elbow stays tucked. So no coming out to the sides here. We've got 10 seconds, really working through that back of the arm. Maybe try to slow that band down a little bit. Ooh, a little bit more burn. 3, 2, 1, relax. Other side. Take that band underneath or on your right hand and take it across that opposite shoulder. Let's get that left hand into the band. We've got those triceps in 3, 2, 1. Let's extend down and back up. Remember, you can slow that band down a little bit. Time under tension. More work. That slight bend in the knees, your core is still engaged. It's a common theme around here. 3, 2, and 1. Relax it. Okay. We've got our upper body pretty good and our lower body. We're going to move down to the floor to work on our core a little bit. So core, we're going to still work shoulders down to our glutes, working all of it. So grab that mat, towel, whatever you need. You're still going to need your band with you. And you're going to start on your bottom. Start on your bottom. That band's going to go around the feet and up to top of the knees, just where we had it for our squats earlier. And we're starting with an exercise that I think most of you will know. It's called a bridge. You've got that band around the top of the knees, and then you're going to lie on your back. Feet are hip-width apart, flat on the floor. All right, what you'll do is press the hips towards the ceiling and then lower back down. Join me here 30 seconds. Now, just as in our squats, we tried to press our knees out on that band. So our knees aren't all the way out, they're not squeezed together. Trying to keep just a little tension involved here. Working through the glutes and through those glute knees outside of the hip. Good. 3, 2, and 1. And relax. All right. Let's take that band off of our legs. A little bit more moving around for this round. And then when you're ready, I'll have you go ahead and sit on back up to a seated position. So we're going to have 2 options here. I'll show you option 1, Kayla will show you option 2. But what you'll start with is you'll start with that band around our hands, just like we did for those shoulder exercises. Feet are on the floor, we've got those toes lifted up nice and straight through the spine, and then lean back till you feel a squeeze in your stomach. All right, a little tension on the band. I'm going to do a steering wheel while Kayla takes it to a kayak. So keep the core engaged. The farther you lean back, the harder it is. Nice and controlled on those twists, Kayla. That looks great. On your steering wheel, keep the tension, making that big circle with your hands. Just a little bit longer. See if you can lean a little farther back. 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, hug those knees. You are 2 exercises away from being done. So, flipping onto our stomach next, we have a Superman. Now the band is optional for this one. If you choose to have the band, you'll have it around your wrist again, just like we did before. I'm going to show you from this position, and Kayla will show you looking head on there. Laying on your stomach, arms and legs are out nice and straight. Now you can either alternate right arm, left leg, or both are lifting up towards the ceiling. Join me here, 30 seconds. Keeping your gaze down towards your mat, squeezing through the butt and that upper back. But don't forget the rest of your core. Make sure you've got a nice squeeze through that whole stomach. Kayla's getting a nice little pull out on that band as she lifts. Nice and controlled. Keep here for 3, 2, 1, and relax. Everyone's favorite part of the exercise, right? Okay, coming onto your hands and knees, last exercise of the day. So 2 options here as well. You're going to take that band around your wrist, so we don't really need it on our hands per se, but right around the wrist, maybe the heel of the hand. If you're working with me, we're doing push-ups. If you're working with Kayla, you're holding a plank. So go ahead, if you're doing push-ups, you can do it on your knees or toes, but get that band, pull it out, hands are shoulder width apart. You lower the chest and push back up. Kayla's going to push into a plank. She'll hold that plank, either knees or toes, and then she'll tap her hands out slowly, side to side. Ready? Begin. 30 seconds. Now on your push-ups, you can make it even harder on yourself by adding that tap in, just like Kayla. Either knees or those toes. Keep that gaze right in front of your mat there. Core stays in nice and tight. Not here for long. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, we're getting the giggles at the end. That means we're tired. Push back into child's pose. You can relax that band. It doesn't have to be pulling apart on those shoulders or hands. Taking a few big breaths in and out, pushing those hips back towards your feet. And when you're ready, you can slowly come on back to all fours. And then we'll sit on our bottoms, sitting in any comfortable position. All right, loop banders, you made it. We are done with our workout. Make sure you cool down. Check out any of our stretching videos. Those will be a good one to do. If you want more of a workout, hit rewind, play it again, do all of these over. So hope you have a great workout, and we will see you soon. My name is Taylor. Kayla here at the Duke Center for Living.